Listen, I want to share something really quick, right? I want to share something because today's my birthday, June 1st, 1980. So today I am 43. Thank God I'm happy that I'm still here. I shouldn't have been here, but I should have died time and time and time and time and time and time again. But it was nothing but the divine hand of God that snatched me out from the pits of hell. Oh, yes, when the devil tried to take me out of here, God said, no, I won't allow it. Though my own behavior is what caused my affliction. From the very beginning, I almost didn't make it, coming out of the womb. Coming out of the womb now, I was born prematurely. I was born addicted to drugs. I had to stay in the hospital 6 more months after I was born to just get my system right, get the detox out. As I got older, I began to hang in the streets. I began to drink. I began to smoke. I began to do drugs. I overdosed on drugs a couple of times, right? But not just that, alcohol poison a couple of times, right? Been in situations, bad car accidents. But somehow, God continued to save me time and time and time and time again, right? God got a way of changing the outcome of a circumstance in the way that it should happen. He got a way of changing it, child of God, right? To the way that he wants it to be. No matter what it looks like. See, it may look like the enemy's going to win over your life. It may look like you're not going to come out of that thing, but God got a way of changing the outcome of a situation, right? Homeless, in and out of jail, right? But why was my life being attacked like that, right? It's because I was carrying something. It's because I was carrying something. I always say this, you guys. If you don't have anything, if you're not carrying anything, if you're of no value to the kingdom, then the devil's not going to really bother you, but your life begins to get tough. It begins to get hard. It begins to get tough because you're carrying something, right? There's something inside of you that the devil does not want you to discover, because he knows that once you discover that thing, that the kingdom of darkness is in trouble. So I know I'm not the only one that the devil tried to take out of here time and time and time again, but God continued to save me time and time and time again, because God knew that I would get it together one day. So he had to be patient with me. Through my disobedience, he was still saving me. My own behavior, he was still saving me. Has God ever saved you from something you done? Right? That affliction that you suffered. Was it because of your own behavior? But because of the mercy, because of the grace of God, the devil loses every time. Because how many know God is in control? And there's nothing that the devil can do to you that God does not allow. Yes, he has to get permission to attack your life. And when he attacks your life, he can only do but so much. He can only do but so much. Whatever God allows him to do. So God uses the devil to get you to where he needs you to be. Are you hearing this? This is a deep message, y'all. Right? I'm just saying, if your life has always been struggling, you may have they probably tried to kill you a couple of times, or you had so many near-death experiences, or you came out of situations that you knew should have turned out in a different way, but somehow God miraculously stepped in and changed the outcome. Oh yes, and I'm not bragging, but I'm teaching, right? But no matter what you're going through, child of God, God is in control of it. There is a date when you're going to come out of that thing. There's a date when you're going to be free. I remember when I was in it, I just did not see how in the world I was coming out of this. I thought I would die in my mess. Has anybody ever thought that they would die in their mess. But God had another plan. God has another plan for you, right? Your life is not to just be miserable and to be struggling and to be going through and to be suffering. No, that is not your life. But because maybe that's happening to you now. But that's not your portion, child of God. That is not your portion, right? The Bible says God knows the plans. I know the plans that I have for you, right? Not plans of evil, but I got plans of good. Plans for peace for your life. I want to bring you to an expected end. What is the expected end that he's talking about? He's talking about the expected end of you joining him in heaven. That is the plan that he has for your life, right? So I just want to encourage somebody today. I don't know, what you may be going through. I don't even, I always say this, but it doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter the magnitude of it, There's a purpose for your life. You're not just here, but God has a reason why he put you here, child of God. There's a great destiny. There's something ahead of you, child of God. God is going to use you mightily for his glory, right? For his glory. So, child of God, I don't know who this is for again, but hold on to God's unchanging hand. Your life is not over. It's not going to end like that. I guarantee it. Be blessed.